Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, Talks with Deezer. Yes guys, this is video number 3 I believe, and today I really want to talk about vision boards and share my vision board with you guys and talk about the importance of vision boards to me, what they mean to me. Now, to be honest, vision boards is something I've only knew about, heard about, became familiar with maybe in the last 2 or 3 years, maybe about 3 years ago. Prior to that, I had no knowledge of what a vision board was, never heard of it, never seen it before, never saw a vision board before. And I think it was during the kind of pandemic time, during lockdown and everything like that, you start to watch more things on YouTube. I was kind of probably more engrossed in Instagram. And this thing called vision board popped up. Somebody that I was following, who is like a life coach type of person, was talking about vision boards. So I watched and I listened, and I saw that she was doing a consultation session with a group of women, and they were cutting out all of these pictures and sticking them down on like cards and calling it a vision board. And can I be honest, at the time I just thought, you know what, this looks like what my kids, the kids that I used to teach do. Like when they make collages and you put magazines on the table with glue and scissors and they stick all, they just cut and stick. Yeah, it was cutting and sticking to me. I kind of thought this looks a bit silly. I was a little bit pessimistic. But the more that I watched and the more that I listened and the more that I understood, was the more I became more interested in this thing. And it kind of got me thinking, will this be something that could help me in the future? All right, so vision board. What is a vision board? So I typed in, what is a vision board, right? And it says, what is the purpose of a vision board? And it says a vision board is a visualization tool that gets, it says students, but I'm going to replace it with people, that gets people thinking about what they want to accomplish, either academically or personally. With a vision board, students people create visual representations of goals through a collage of pictures and words. And I started to think about, this kind of sounds interesting now. And actually, I've always been a person that's always had goals and ambitions and dreams. I never really used to write them down. I had them up here. They were always in my head. And I thought, I think this is something that I'm gonna try, because I also think the time that I was introduced to vision boards, or that I saw vision boards, was at a pivotal moment in my life, because this is a time when I was starting life again, right? And so all the things that I had accomplished before they meant something to me, but they didn't mean as much to me. And I was a different chapter of life. So I had achieved that and I'd accomplished those things for then in a different country, right? In the UK. Now I'm in Jamaica. I've got a fresh set of dreams, a fresh set of ambitions, things that I want to achieve out here. And some of those things may replicate the things that I achieved in the UK, right? And some of these things were fresh ideas. And the idea of a vision board kind of intrigued me and interested me. And to be totally honest, it wasn't until maybe about a year after I had seen the vision boards kind of online and on Instagram and and YouTube, that I actually sat and did a vision board for myself. So the first vision board I did was maybe 2 years ago or so, maybe 2 or 3 years ago, the first one I did. And I didn't really go back to looking at the vision board. I didn't keep it at a center of where I could see it every day, because that's the whole point, right? A vision board is there as a visual representation of what we want to achieve, maybe something we want to do, maybe a dream, maybe a plan, maybe it's affirmation, whatever it is to you. And I don't think, when I did the first vision board, I don't think I really used it in the way it was supposed to be used, or in its full entirety. I kind of did the vision board and I just kind of put it down and that was it. And that's not the purpose. So 2023, I've done another vision board. The beginning of 2023, I did another vision board. And I was very intentional about what I put on this vision board. I had to sit and think about it. It wasn't just a case of, and I didn't do mine manually. I didn't cut, pictures out and stick them down on a piece of card. I did it digitally, and I'm going to show you how I did it digitally. But I had to be very focused, very intentional with what I was going to put on that vision board and how these things were going to come to fruition, right? So it's all good and well. For example, putting this big old mansion. I want a big mansion. Putting a picture of a big mansion on your vision board, but actually you haven't got $1 saved, right? So in that case, you need to think about, okay, I want a house. What do I need to do to accomplish it? What are the steps? Maybe the first step is you need some savings. So maybe on your vision board, you can have this big house, yes, because that's the end goal. But maybe you need to put maybe a picture of a bank, or maybe a piggy bank, or some coins or some money to represent the first step. I need to save. Yeah, that's going to be the first step before you get to the house. So it doesn't mean you can't put your end goal on the vision board, but I think it was important to also put some of the steps on there as well. So that's what I mean when I say I had to really think about and be intentional with what I was going to include on my vision board. So with that being said, I'm going to kind of briefly show you how I went about doing my vision board, share some of my vision board with you. Of course, some things are private, but I'm going to share a little bit of my vision board with you guys, and these are maybe some of the things you guys already know, especially if you watch my other channel, That Mr. TV, that I do with Outlaw. Go and check it out. I'm going to put a link in the description to that channel. So let's have a look at, first of all, how I put my vision board together. Vision board for me is important because, like I said, it's that visual representation. Now, what I do with my vision board is I have my vision board as my screensaver on my phone. And my phone is something that I'm on all the time. So every time I pick up my phone, my vision board is in front of me. Like, I see my vision board 100 times a day. So that's what I do differently now than what I was doing before. I did the vision board before and just kind of put it down, and it was useless. But I see this vision board every single day, and I tell you that seeing that visual of what you want to achieve and accomplish, it motivates you. It keeps you going. You know what I mean? You don't lose sight of the vision because the vision is always in front of you, right? So it's really important that you place your vision board somewhere that is going to have an impact, somewhere that you're going to see it all the time. And mine is my phone screensaver. And now I just wanted to share some of my vision board with you guys, all right? So mine is really, really simple. I got my template from Canva as well. So let's just make it a bit bigger, if I can. All right, maybe I won't be able to make it a bit bigger, but let's have a look. So we've got 2023. I haven't got any writing on mine, but I've got here, what can you see, guys? Pigs. So pigs. We are in, what are we in now? March. We're in March, and I did this at the beginning of January. For those of you who follow Outlaw and I on That Mr. TV, and you've been following our journey, you would have known that about a year ago, we built a pig pen. Yeah, we didn't have any pigs to fill it, but we built a pig pen, right? We stepped out in faith, and we built a pig pen, a double pig pen. Two pig pens. A year later, we now have 27 pigs. Earlier this year, when I did this vision board, we had no pigs at all. When I did this vision board, there were no pigs. But I knew that this was part of something that I wanted to do, we wanted to do. We built the pig pen in faith. And now, March 2023, we have 27 pigs. When I did this vision board, we didn't have any. So, just an example, right? Another thing I put in here is this. Somebody getting like a facial. And self-care was something that I really wanted to improve on for 2023. And I've started doing that. So I've started having my facials. I've started doing microderma, I think it's called. Yeah. And I do have a video. I'm going to post that video actually. So I might have a channel, but I'm going to post it down here. I'm going to put it in the description of me starting the year right and doing self-care and looking after myself a little bit more. I'm going to skip down. Right, I'm going to go to this one here. Now this is a picture of like all healthy foods and stuff like that. And one thing I really wanted to do was to improve my eating, get a bit healthier as well. Now, do you know what? For me, this one was like, oh, you say this every time, like every 6 months you go through this phase. you know, I'm going to start on Monday, I'm going to eat better and blah, 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 blah. But can I tell you, seeing this every day in my face on my phone has motivated me. And guys, in another video I'm going to kind of go through what I'm doing, all right? But I have changed my eating habits quite drastically, and it wasn't really even about weight loss, because I'm not big, even though I've put on 20 pounds since I've been here, and I've said this in another video, and of course I wanted to lose some of that, but it was really just about health and looking after myself. You know, I'm not getting any younger, and my focus has changed. The things that used to be important to me are no longer important to me, or not as important to me as they were. And so health is something that I've become a lot bigger on, and I've been taking small steps to improve that, and I'm really proud of myself. I mean, I think I lost 10 pounds in the first week and a half or 2 weeks, by doing something that's sustainable. I'm not doing any fad dieting or fad eating. I'm just genuinely finding ways to enjoy food in a more healthy way, but everything is balanced. So I'm not depriving myself of things that I like, but I'm cutting out some of the things that I know are not good for me and trying to replace them with healthier things that I enjoy, because I can be quite a picky eater. There's lots of things I don't like, and so I really want to share this journey with you guys as well. Yeah, I really want to share this journey with you, and I'm going to do that in another video. Maybe do some cooking with you guys, maybe show you some of the recipes that I've been working with, and show you my way of eating. Now, anybody that knows me knows I love patty. I love Jamaican patties. I've cut those out. I haven't cut them out. I've cut them down, should I say. So since the start of the year, I have had patties. Maybe I can count on one hand. And if you knew me before, I had a patty every day, literally. But I've kind of cut that out now. So I enjoy a patty here or there, but it's not an everyday thing. And so that's something as well that I can already say, actually, I'm doing that. So those are just three. There's more things on there, but those are just three very simple examples of things that I wanted to work on, wanted to achieve. And guys, it's March 2023, and already 3 of those things I can really say I'm working on those, or I'm fulfilling those things. And like I said, it's that visual representation that's in my face every day. Every time I pick up my phone's not even here, but every time I pick up my phone, it's smack in my face, and that's helped me. And it's going to be different for everybody. Vision boards are not going to be for everyone. Like I said, I was very pessimistic in the beginning. I was like, this is just cutting and sticking, right? This is like what the kids do in kindergarten. But honestly, guys, used in the right way, it works. And I would suggest, before you even start cutting out images and saving images and templates, think about what is it you want to achieve. Write everything down first. Before you do anything, write things down first. What's the purpose? Why is it you want to achieve it? What is the benefit to your life? What is it, does it benefit others? And then think about putting the vision board together. Guys, like I said, that's just a little bit of my vision board to share with you. I hope it's been useful to somebody. I hope you've enjoyed this video. And guys, I'm going to see you in the next video of Talks with Deezer.